the ocean. But first, let's check out one of the sea's top predators. 10. Orca. The orca or killer whale is one of the biggest, most aggressive predators of the sea. It sits at the top of the food chain and is so feared even by sharks. Its scent is one of the main ingredients in shark repellents. An adult can have an average length of 8 meters and weigh about 8,600 kilograms. They swim in pods and act like the wolves of the ocean. Unlike wolves, however, orcas are led by a female. They have an average lifespan of 60 years, with females living longer than males. They are highly versatile and adaptable animals. They can go from shallow water, hunt in the continental shelves, reefs, and dive deep into the dark waters. As apex predators, orcas are mainly the big bosses of the ocean, which means that in their natural habitat, no one is their equal. Although orcas are feared by most marine animals, they are generally amiable. Their intelligence, however, makes humans take advantage of them by having them perform in shows. 9. Giant oceanic manta rays. Giant oceanic manta rays are majestic creatures that roam the ocean. They can grow up to 7 meters long, just like your average bus, and weigh up to 3 tons. Unlike stingrays, who are bottom feeders, manta rays prefer to glide in the ocean like massive birds underwater. Don't worry though, they are generally harmless despite their massive size and only eat plankton, crustaceans, and sometimes small fishes. They are globetrotters too, unlike their reef relatives. They only visit the reef if they need some cleaning. Manta rays can even fly. Yes, I'm not kidding. They are often spotted leaping out of the water like giant birds. I cannot imagine how they do it though, and why. Even scientists have yet to know the reason for this strange behavior. And don't underestimate their intelligence. Due to their brain size, they can even rival dolphins. 8. Giant oarfish. There are ordinary oarfish, but these lengthy, over-the-top oarfishes are the largest of them all. This deep-sea giant is dubbed the ocean sea serpent. This snake-like fish is very mysterious and slippery and can be found all over the world. They have goo-like characteristics and don't have any scales. The longest oarfish ever captured was 8 meters, but there were reports of sightings that larger oarfishes, with lengths that can reach up to 11 or 17 meters, were sighted. Aside from their mysterious habits, some cultures treat these beings as bad omens. In the Philippines, giant oarfishes are said to bring a warning that a calamity is about to come, may it be in the form of a storm, earthquake, or volcanic eruption. Similar lore is also recognized in Japan, as these fishes are associated with the sea god's palace. Scientists have long debunked these urban legends, saying that oarfishes may only beach due to the strong current or if they are injured and dying. But believers firmly believe that they are really messengers of the gods. 7. Giant Pacific octopus. Arguably one of the most famous of all cephalopods, the giant Pacific octopus is a fascinating animal to both scientists and ordinary people alike. This reddish-pink octopus is the largest of its species and has 9 brains and 3 hearts. No, I'm not kidding. It really has 9 brains. 1 brain is in its head and 1 smaller brain is in each tentacle. This abundance of brains may be the reason why the octopus is famous for its craftiness and mimicry. They can often grow up to 9 meters wide and have an average weight of 20 kilograms. This can be frightening if you encounter this as a diver, but still, they generally avoid humans unless, of course, you present yourself willingly as their food. Just thinking about those tentacles engulfing you and pulling you into their beaks will surely give you nightmares. Aside from their size, these sea creatures are also famous for their camouflage. One of their superpowers is that they can change their color and patterns in 1/10 of a second, making them pretty hard to spot despite their size. 6. Giant squid. This deep-sea squid is one of the most feared and aggressive creatures of the ocean. It has an average size of 10 meters but can grow up to 17 meters. But sightings claim that there is an even bigger monster reaching 20 meters or more. And at such sizes, it's easy to believe that the legend of the Kraken started because of these guys. Although they are feared, many are still curious about these giant deep-sea dwellers. Before 2012, beached carcasses were the only evidence of their existence. Due to the relentless pursuit of Japanese scientists, they finally captured the first footage of the creature in the wild. They are also successful in heaving it up to the surface. There are many theories as to how they achieved their size, the most prominent being abyssal gigantism, which simply means that deep-sea creatures find it easier to grow bigger. The Smithsonian Museum has a record of a giant squid carcass found inside the belly of a sperm whale, which just proves that no matter how large you are, someone larger will still come and feed off of you. 5. Basking shark. This extremely slow-moving shark, whose top speed is about 2 miles per hour, is one of the weirdest and largest oceanic animals in the world. Their species are known to stay very close to the surface of the ocean, thus their name, basking. Despite its massive size and 1,500 hooked teeth, this shark is a gentle giant, mainly eating zooplankton it filters in the ocean water. Their average size can be 11 meters long, with an average weight of 4.5 tons. They are notorious for jumping out of the water too, like manta rays. Scientists speculate that they do this to discharge parasites, or who knows, maybe they just want to. They are shy and introverted creatures, preferring to be alone most of the time. They only congregate during summer in feeding grounds where zooplankton is abundant or if they desire to mate. They have one of the longest gestation periods in the animal kingdom. Scientists believe that they carry their pup for 3.5 years before giving birth. 4. Whale shark. Whale sharks are one of the world's most endangered species. They have an average length of 12.1 meters, the size of a small boat, and an average weight of 20.1 tons. And even though they are called whale sharks, they are technically and genetically not sharks, but they are the largest fish in the world. They are slow-moving filter feeders like the basking shark. They eat plankton and small shrimps. Although they give birth to live young, they are not the best mothers that one could have. In fact, only 10% of baby whale sharks can reach adulthood, which is one reason why they are so endangered. Another threat to their population is marine pollution. Plastics are often found inside the shark's belly, which is problematic because they can't really digest those. They are also hunted because many believe that some of their body parts have medicinal value. Their fins are also sold as collectibles in the black market. Conservation efforts are being rolled out to prevent the extinction of these gentle giants. 3. Sperm whale. Sperm whales are the largest toothed predators of the sea. They can grow to 20.7 meters in length and may weigh up to 80 tons. Everything about them is gigantic, including their brains. Did you know that they have the largest brain of any creature known to inhabit the earth? Their brain is even more significant than that of a dinosaur and weighs about 9.2 kilograms. They are known to be deep-sea divers too. They can reach depths of about 3,000 meters and feast on octopus, squid, cuttlefish, mollusks, and more. Although they travel in pods with an average of 15 individuals, they are not immune to predators. The main one is humans, of course. In the 18th and 19th centuries, whaling was an industry. Fishermen will often go out and hunt them, selling their flesh, organs, and more. Today, however, they are more in danger from pollution. In fact, most sperm whale carcasses have been found with plastics in their digestive tract. The natural predator of this deep-sea giant are killer whales, although some pilot whales may toy with them sometimes. A pod of killer whales will harass vulnerable females with calves, but most often than not, the size of the sperm whale is enough to deter predators. 2. Lion's mane jellyfish. The lion's mane jellyfish is the largest of all jellyfish. Their tentacles alone can reach lengths of up to 35 meters. They can weigh up to 90 kilograms and are mostly made up of water. They can often be found in the frigid Arctic waters, but have been seen in more temperate waters as well. A juvenile lion's mane jellyfish is susceptible to predators like birds and larger sea creatures. However, when they reach adulthood, most of their former predators avoid them because of their stingers and poison. Unlike other more enormous sea creatures who love to hide in the deep waters, lion's mane jellyfish likes to float near the ocean surface. They prey on small fishes, plankton, and even tiny jellyfish. As they mature, their bell-like shape offers protection to animals that are immune from their stings, like the medusa fish. Although a wild encounter with this species is seldom, they do happen, often very painfully. Their stingers and poison cause vomiting, headaches, chest pain, anxiety, and rashes. A single lion's mane jellyfish can incapacitate multiple men. In one instance in Wallace Sand State Beach, New Hampshire, 150 individuals were stung by just one of these giant creatures. 1. Blue whale. With an average length of 33 meters and a weight of up to 200 tons, the blue whale is the largest animal in existence. Their tongues alone weigh as much as an adult elephant. As with other large sea creatures, they feed on some of the tiniest marine organisms. They love to munch on krill, a tiny shrimp-like creature, by the ton. In fact, a single blue whale gulps down up to 4 tons of krill in a single day. That's like 2% of their body weight. Aside from their size, they are known to be very vocal and are actually the loudest animals in the world. They are also very fast, swimming at 20 miles per hour when agitated. They often spend their summer cooling off and feeding in the polar regions and go back to near the equator in winter to mate. The sad thing is, whaling significantly reduced their numbers. They currently belong to the endangered species list. They only received protection from whaling in 1967, and since we know so little about them, we actually don't know how many are still alive in the